Madhu, age 30, part of Kurumba tribal community, Attapadi, died in mob violence after being accused of stealing food. No criminal record, mental illness suspected. 13 men convicted after 6 years. Compensation pending. Case concluded. These are not conversation between actual people. These are conversation between the personification of ideas and systems prevalent in this society. How does it end in a file number? 6 years reduced to six paragraph. A man's hunger is just a headline. Who are you? You were writing about me. I am the paragraph you highlighted, the image you saved, the body you never buried. I didn't mean to disrespect you, but I was doing it for a university project. If you may, can I know what really happened? I wanted to know. Then listen, not to these voices, but to mine. I didn't die for stealing rice. I died because my existence made people uncomfortable. My birth was my mistake. They said you were unstable, you were living in a forest. Is solitude madness, or is it the only sanity left when you are denied ration, water, and land? Application rejected. Proof of residency is invalid. Thumb impression not recognized. Signature mismatch. Next hearing date pending. That voice spoke louder than my stomach, louder than my mother's crying when I was denied the pension. It said, wait. So we did, until death knocked before their approval. 6 years for a verdict, and you were gone in a minute. Justice delayed is not justice. It's a trick of memory, a lullaby they sing to the dead. You people, you were always angry. We gave you land, school, temples. Now, what more do you want? More land? Dignity? You gave us walls, not homes. Gods with golden crowns, but no food in our stomach. You gave us language, but no place to speak. But you are always part of the nation, part of our legacy. You worked in our fields, you sang your songs, you had always your place. Yes, on the floor, behind the curtain, outside the gate. I didn't know it was that bad. I'm, I'm really sorry. Because you never had to know. The syllabus ends where we begin. We are unexamined chapters. So, how did it feel that day? How did it feel that day? Like I had finally been noticed, not as a man, as a disruption. They shouted, tied me up, laughed, filmed it, but not once did anyone ask me why I was hungry. And what do I do now with your story? Don't make it about me. Make it about the silence, the system that didn't fail me. It was designed this way. It was designed this way. It was designed this way. They think I died for rice, but I died for asking, why is my hunger illegal? I was not a thief. I was just hungry. And in this nation, that is the most dangerous thing I can ever be. You people, you have always been part of our culture. You people, you were always part of the land. Just that you didn't have ownership of the land. We gave you customs, we gave you gods. Now you demand rights? You gave us rituals. You took the rivers. You named them after your ancestors and called it heritage. You taught us to bow and called that belonging. We built roads, we sent ministers, distributed relief. They built roads that ended before they reached us. They sent ministers to offer apologies after the fires. And the relief, and the relief, it came as bags of rice, stamped, not for sale, sold to us anyway. We never studied this. We studied about land reforms, we studied about bills, we studied about government policies, but somewhere we didn't study about any of those things that you said right now. Reform is a word they print in English. Hunger is a language we speak without letters. I want to help you. I want to bring justice to you. I want to tell your story. How would justice look like for you? Huh. Justice. Justice is absence of hunger. Justice is when a man eating rice in the dark is not mistaken for a threat. It is when his death is not reduced to a headline but remembered as a lesson. And if no one listens, then make it impossible to forget. Say it in your language, scribble it in your margins, whisper it in your hostels, in campus, in classrooms, in courtrooms. Petition under review, delayed due to administrative reshuffling. Report pending, compensation is under processing. Compensation is under processing. They paid, but not for my life. They paid to clean the mess, to silence the smell of burnt skin. What do you want me to write? I wasn't a rebel. I wasn't political. I was just hungry, and that was enough to kill me.